Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of Dave Talk. Today we're going to discuss all the possible upcoming changes for patch 2.0. I call it patch 2.0 because it's going to be a huge Mobile Legends update, and let's dive into it. Before we get started, I want to lay out some foundations, tell you guys where I get this update from. Here we go. About a few months ago, actually in last December, I was talking to Moontown developers. I finally get a hold of them and I was telling them all the updates, all the changes that we should do in Mobile Legends in order to balance the game. I call it the all hero meta patch. Basically what I did is I actually spent hours writing down a report, going through assassin category, the marksman category, the support category, and I separate them into more of a utility support, more of an initiation support, and I go down to fighter category, balance changes you have to do in the game in order to make the game balanced. And I wrote this report and I gave it to Moontown to have them make changes of it. And guess what? Most of the changes I wrote in my report, they slowly took notice of them and they actually changed them. All right, they actually paid attention to my report. Now, I didn't get any compensation out of this. All I got was a thank you at the time, right? Everything so far, the big changes that we are enjoying from a few months ago since December until now, all the good balance changes that you guys are enjoying. For example, the item changes, right? The dominance ice and tier caress, all those item changes all came from my report as well. Let's focus on the hero first. Saber, Zilong, Lancelot, Hanzo, Natalia. The current Lancelot revamp that you guys enjoy and love. You can see Lancelot being used a lot now in MPL, right? Lancelot was just a cold hero and nobody want to play. It's a very non-meta hero. Now, look how meta Lancelot is, right? Because of the revamp. And guess where the suggestion come from? It actually came from the report I gave them. And let's talk about some marksmen, right? Layla got a revamp. YSS, one of the strongest marksman / fighter right now in the current meta, that has revamped. That's also a suggestion I gave them. And we talk about Alpha, where all those heroes has been changed since the report. And it has changed to the direction where I basically gave them. Another thing that I'm really proud of is the suggestion regarding Suppression Ultimate. I explained to the developers regarding the logic, how MOBA crowd control logic should work, right? The superiority, talking about Suppression Ultimate, right? And then goes to knock up, and then goes to stun, and then goes to root, right? That's the logic. And guess what? They changed it, and now Kaja Franco's ultimate are considered a suppression ultimate, right? It means like they cannot be purified. And that bug has been there for forever until I gave them a report. They finally changed it. So basically the point I'm trying to make is I give the developers a lot of suggestions. I told them that, hey, yo, we love the game. Your customers, your players love the game. And I don't think you guys should just sit back and enjoy, right? There are a lot of balances that you guys could have done to make the game a lot better. You know, my friend Whom put it best, current ML doesn't feel like a MOBA anymore. It feels like an MMORPG, right? 5 people just going down mid lane and enemy mid lane is your boss, right? Just go fight them together. It's like, it's not a MOBA, right? There's no clear lane roles. People don't know what's going on. You start a game in Epic Legend rank. I know that's pretty low rank, but people pick whatever they want. There's no actual role. People just confused, right? There's no separation. Where you go to any other mobile, you play League of Legends, play Arena Valor, and you guys see me do that sometime on stream. Well, even in very low rank right now, people still know there's a jungle role, there's support role, there's marksman role, there's a mid lane role, there's a top lane role. But in Mobile Legends, it's just 5-man mid. So I had enough, right? So what happened is I give them another suggestion, another report recently, and I called Project Next Overall Balance Suggestions. It's another 4-page, full-page report. And this report is actually in Chinese again. And for those who are complaining, Dave, why you write in Chinese? Because the developers in Chinese, they're in Shanghai. From the past history, they have taken my report and rolled it out slowly but surely, but I got no credit for it, which I don't really care about. As long as the game got more balanced, as long as I can actually enjoy the game, all the good players in North America are gone. They're done playing the game. The streamers, right, like Hoon, like General, like all the big streamers here in North America, they're still playing the game for one reason, because it's the only game before League of Legends Wild Rift come out. But if the ML doesn't change fast, right, to give the good players a shot before League of Legends Wild Rift come out, I'm telling you, this game is gonna die in North America. In North America, right? In other regions, I don't know. I mentioned it before in SCA, in other regions, because League of Legends Wild Rift can be so complicated, right? You're probably gonna go try it and then come back to Mobile Legends. But in North America, where MOBA is so developed here, right? League of Legends is fundamentally rooted here in the culture, in the gaming culture here. Everybody knows about that game. So when that game come out, there's no chance, right? The community is gonna die here. If the community dies here, I'm probably only gonna play Epic rank or lower Grandmaster rank because all the good players are gone. So with that being said, it's very important that we roll out another update as fast as we can. And guess what? The suggestion I give them this time, just give you a sneak peek, okay? And I'm pretty sure it will be implemented because that's what happens. 95% of my suggestions were implemented as patch notes and for the past few months. And now the next few months, I'm gonna tell you all the updates coming out because I give this update to them, this report to them, and I think they're gonna implement it. Okay, regarding the tank category. Number 1, Minotaur. You have to understand, every hero need to have its unique attributes, right? Ever since Atlas came out, Minotaur become this, like, why do I even pick it kind of hero, right? Minotaur is so weak compared to Atlas. Atlas has a stun, he has mobility, he has sustainability because the passive, right? Atlas, if he's in trouble, he can just activate a skill 2 and run out of there. And Atlas has a stun at level 1, right? You can use this, you can learn the skill 2 and it can go stun. He has a slow, similar to Minotaur Stomp. Then he has an ultimate that can engage just as well as Minotaur. Then why the hell am I picking Minotaur then, right? There's no reason for me to actually pick Minotaur. So I told them that, hey, why don't you enhance Minotaur's passive? Or why don't you give his skill 1 a much bigger slow or even a root or a stun, right? Because the Atlas has a stun. Why isn't Minotaur able to have a stun if he's in rage? It just doesn't make any sense. I give them suggestions on Balaric. Right? Balaric is currently literally the worst tank in the game. His quad control is way too slow to be considered as a quad control. Yes, the root duration is actually, very, very considerable, but it's very slow to roll out that root. You either increase the animation, that skill where you activate it instantly, the entire area is rooted, or you increase the animation speed of the skill 1, the taunt. Right? A lot of stuff you can work on Balaric. This hero is worse than the pre-revamped version, right? At least the pre-revamped version Balaric, you can protect your backline. You activate your ultimate, everybody get a huge damage reduction. But the current Balaric, no, it's just weird, it's weird. Okay, let's go to fighter category. I brought up Sun, Martis, and Argus. Argus and Martis, I'm not gonna talk too much. I mainly mentioned that you have to increase the damage. Regarding the Sun, I told him this character is literally the strongest character from the Chinese legend, the mythics from a long time ago, the Journey to the West, the book. Right? You're using such a good character, and somehow this character in the game is one of the worst. Actually, not one of the worst. It's literally the worst. Right? Why don't you just make his ultimate? You make the ultimate where you can select where you want to jump, where make it like a dash skill, where you use the ultimate, you dash to an area and you create a clone. This way, Monkey King has mobility, right? He can kill the backline better, right? Increase the damage on his skill 1. For example, making the skill 1 applicable to minions. This is a fighter that cannot clear wave, because Monkey King doesn't have any wave clear mechanism. His skill 1 only works on jungle monsters and the heroes. So why don't you make that work on towers, make that work on minions, so Monkey King thrives as split pushing, similar to Masha. And let's move on to assassin category. Here I only talk about the bugs that they have to fix. Hanzo used to be my favorite hero, and I got it to global 5, the highest global ranking I've gotten so far. And you guys know I don't grind that much, I grind mainly solo queue. I got it global 5, and then guess what? They nerfed it to the ground without knowing how to nerf a hero properly. They basically nerfed it to the point where it doesn't play. That's usually what Moonton does with everything. Right? They get a hero to really the good state, and people start picking it a lot, especially in the lower rank, and people don't know how to deal with it. Instead of coming out with guides and videos to teach people, hey, by the way, you can pick Natalia, by the way, you can pick Ling, by the way, you can pick Hayabusa, you can pick all those assassins to counter Hanzo. Instead of doing that, let's just nerf her to the ground, right? This hero is too strong now. And guess what? Even at OP Hanzo state, Hanzo still wasn't picked in competitive games just because this hero is still kind of weak. It's high risk, high reward, right? You can pick Ling to easily counter it. Guess what? They nerfed it to the ground where they nerfed the damage and the movement speed and ultimate. I told them that's too much. Right? Take away the ultimate movement speed reduction from the nerf, from the last nerf, and give Hanzo some kind of reward if Hanzo calls back the shadow proactively. Think about this for a second. You nerf the damage on the skill 2. Oh, at least let Hanzo use it more often, right? Give him more something to balance the nerf, where your ultimate get a cooldown reduction if you call it back. So you can reduce the damage, but let them use it more. And also when you use the shadow, put like HP bar of your body, of your actual body under the shadow. So when you're using the shadow, you know if somebody is hitting you, you know how low you are, so you can pull out some extreme plays. That's just basic stuff that they still haven't implemented. And I actually gave them a suggestion about this quite a few a few weeks ago. I don't even remember. And then regarding mages, I give them a lot of suggestions. Mages are mainly hurt because of the meta, right? Most mages are used as support now. Sicilian, Farsa, Loi, Valiers, Selena, Odette, Vexana, Kagura, Nana. All those heroes are support now. They're not really mages, even though they're in a mage category. And why is that? Those heroes cannot clear jungle. And they have problem just to clear wave. Those are the heroes who can only use their skills on enemy heroes, or if you waste them, you're going to be completely useless for the next however long, right? I'll use Sicilian as an example. I told them if you use Sicilian to clear minion waves, then you will have no mana to clear jungle. And Mobile Legends is so unbalanced, there's no standalone jungle role. So the mid lane have to jungle. But in this case, all the mages that I listed cannot clear jungle. So it really have to be changed. And I'll give them some specific suggestions regarding Veil, Kadita, Harley, Cyclops. Right, Harley, Cyclops, all those heroes damage has been increased. Regarding Kadita, Kadita is a damage hero. Her skill kit is actually incredible. I love it, right? Skill 1, 2, 3, people are dead. Now, you think about that for a second. Kadita's ultimate can be cancelled. And that's only a damage skill. I think if you're able to land a skill 2 and then go in with a skill 1, which is already pretty risky kind of action, Kadita should be able to cast the ultimate without interruption. So just add an immunity on Kadita's ult. All of a sudden, this hero will be brought to the meta, but still, Kadita's easy to deal with. Just dodge the skill. God damn. You know, dodge her skills. Not that hard to dodge her skills, okay? Now, regarding the next category, the Marksman category, I mentioned Clint, Hanabi, Arathel. All those heroes used to be really good, but now because all the OP heroes in the current game, they're not playable. So simply add damage onto those heroes, right? Regarding Hanabi, for example, give her more damage on skill 1. So she can have more like ricochet in between minions, in between heroes to harass more. This hero has no mobility. You should give her more compensation on damage. Same goes to Arathel. Arathel also needs a lot of changes, right? Give her more wave clear with her skills, skill 1, skill 2. And all that stuff, I give it to them. I also give them the game balance stuff regarding retribution, add a number on it so people know the retribution damage as we increase on levels. Give towers more incremental damage on the stacking damage on the same target. Increase the cost of tower dive. Because right now tower dive is way too easy. It's not enjoyable to watch. We all know you're going to tower dive because there's no cost to tower dive. Reduce the total reward for getting a kill, right? Reduce all the reward for getting a kill. The experience, the gold, everything. Because right now, if you get a kill, it's worth more than getting a tower. That's ridiculous. That's why Mobile Legends is MMORPGs. Because it rewards you for killing people, for killing bosses, right? AKA the players. So it doesn't make any sense to me. MOBA is talking about objectives, like playing chess. Getting kills are just to assist you to get objectives better. It's not meant to be the objective of the game. Players shouldn't go around and talk to each other, be like, oh, let's go kill this guy, let's go kill that guy. They should be like, let's go take top tower, and whoever stands in the way, let's kill them. That should be the logic of a MOBA. Other than that, it's just MMORPG, and that's where Mobile Legends is right now. So you gotta reduce the total reward of killing somebody. And other than that, I just told them to fix all the bugs. So hope you guys enjoy this. What do you guys think about this patch note, right? What do you think about this? All this balances suggestion I give to the developers. Do you think they should implement it? Which one is your favorite? Right? Do you have any other suggestions you want to give to developers? All of that right in the comment section down below. I will read them, I'll reply to you, and I'll obviously heart the best comment. So with that, like, subscribe, turn that bell on to all notifications. Once again, love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it.